You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. We got one of my favorite moments in sports yesterday. Not the specific one, but whenever this happens, it's always so cool. During the Buffalo Sabres home playoff game against the Boston Bruins, where Buffalo had a chance to move on to the next round, eliminate the Bruins, the mic stopped working during the Canadian national anthem.
Because if you don't know, in Buffalo, they always do the Canadian anthem because they're so close.
And the fans jumped in. Here's the clip.
Oh, Canada, our home and native. Hatred, love.
That's beautiful, dude.
So good.
With glowing, we see such a strong and
Also, kudos to the anthem singer for still trying to work through it.
Honestly, that brings like a little tear to my eye.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they drink enough Labatt Blue. They're basically Canadian, you know?
I mean, there's probably enough Canadians in those seats, like just people who get over the border to watch the game.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like my dad lives out in Grimsby. He goes to a lot of Sabres and Bills games and stuff. They'll always do the anthems there. And then you got to think, like, even with the Buffalo Bisons being the Jays AAA team.
Right.
They have a lot of love for Canada out there. I know Detroit does the anthem too. I think any of the border cities, right?
Just anybody who knows that, like, there's an appeal on both sides of the border for the ticket buying audience. So shout out to Buffalo Sabres fans for the sign of respect. And I'd like to just propose something here, because I know times are hard right now. There's a lot of tension in the room. Ever since Donald Trump started talking about turning Canada as a whole into the 51st state.
Sure.
Then, you know, him and Doug Ford are fighting and arguing. We're turning the lights off, all that stuff. I think Buffalo gets a pass. I think Buffalo's cool.
Yeah.
I think we extend the olive branch. And I'm not saying we all flood down across the border and start going to the States again. I'm just saying I don't think we can be mad at Buffalo.
I think in honor of Buffalo doing this, every Canadian today, to honor Buffalo, should jump through a table.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I don't know about you, but a fundamental part of my childhood was standing in the cereal aisle and deciding what I was going to eat for breakfast for the next 2 to 3 weeks based solely on what the free prize was.
Oh, dude, I can't tell you how many times me and my sister fought each other trying to get the toy in the cereal box in the morning.
See, I never had that. I was an only child for long enough that
lucky.
I cleaned up on cereal toys, but I can also remember, like, slogging my way through a bowl of 2 scoops of raisins because they had the cool prize that week. Well, they're bringing it back. It's been gone for a fair amount of time. WB Kellogg's, the parent company of Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and Corn Pops, is bringing toys back to cereal boxes for the first time in a decade because of Toy Story 5.
That's really cool. But do kids even play with toys anymore? Do they even care anymore?
That was my first thought, too, was like, oh, cool. This has to be for adults who have grown up on the first 4 Toy Story movies and want a collectible.
Dude, what they should do is they should start putting things that adults need in cereal boxes.
That would be such a great way, because, like, one of the biggest things, I've been reading a lot of, like, fitness blogs and nutrition blogs and stuff like that. Adults are not eating breakfast the way that, 1, they should, and 2, they used to. At the very least, maybe we could get adults to start eating cereal again if they were giving us cool stuff in the prize box.
Hear me out. You're eating your oatmeal crisp or your Special K because you're old now.
Yeah. Your Vector.
You get a free bottle of water in it. Because y'all ain't drinking enough water.
I was going to say, why? So you could put it in the back of the fridge and forget about it?
Maybe like a little thing of Advil or like Icy Hot, A535.
A set of Robax tablets in every box.
Yeah.
Or the little aspirin to keep your heart in check. That'd be great. Or again, it could be something that like has some use. You could even make it like a random drill bit packaged to make sure like it's safe and you don't accidentally eat it. And then the more you buy, you could build a whole set of drill bits. That'd be great.
Hear me out. Perfect toy or item to go in adult cereal. Viagra.
I don't know, man. That's one that I would be worried. What if it gets mixed in with my cereal and now I'm going to work raring to go?
You're eating Cheerios for the benefit of your heart?
Yeah. If you're going to get the blood pumping, it might as well go somewhere.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
As an adult, what would you like as a prize in your cereal?
A gas card.
Yes.
After this weekend, I kind of realized I ain't going on many road trips.
Even if it was just like a couple bucks, or even better, if it was just a little something that you could like take into the pump and it just took 3 cents off.
Yeah,
3 cents off a liter.
Yeah, just a coupon. Doesn't even have to be money.
Coupons would be nice in general, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, throw me some like grocery store coupons or liquor store coupons or just something to take the edge off, you know?
The amount of people texting in saying mini bottles of booze is hilarious on the text line this morning.
Just open up your box of Honey Nut Cheerios and just a little tester of Fireball in there.
Yeah.
You never know when you need a little boost in the morning.
We did have someone else text in and say a can of White Monster.
Dude. You might get the wrong kind of clientele trying to buy the cereal.
I mean, hey, you got to wake up in the morning, right? So most of the people in the trades are already doing it. You might as well just give them one, little mini one.
I did see a few people saying throw some like loose cigarettes in there, which if it was the right cereal, just like cornflakes or whatever, you wouldn't even notice the loose tobacco in the box. It would just look like the cereal.
You know what? Double trouble. A can of White Monster and one cigarette in every box. We've got a friend of the show, Jerry, on the phone. Jerry, what would you like to find in your cereal as an adult?
Key to a brand new truck.
That would be an amazing prize.
Do it like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style?
Dude, people would be in Loblaws shredding boxes open trying to find that key.
Right? Tell me that would make sales.
It wouldn't. It would make riots.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball.
Big shout out to the Jays for the win last night, but an even bigger shout out to Jays fans who crushed it once again for the third Loonie Dog night of the year.
Dogs. Maybe the most exciting thing about this season so far.
Didn't hit 6 figures, but Jays fans did eat 97,163 hot dogs yesterday.
Damn, it's just so much meat.
Bringing
honestly
the combined total from all 3 Loonie Dog games so far this year to 290,073 hot dogs.
Hot start, 10K short of 300 grand. Like, that's a wild average.
Jays fans are on pace right now to eat over 1.15 million hot dogs this season.
Couldn't be more proud of this team or this franchise. Although I will say, and I said this last year, the ball club has to play well to keep up the dog numbers.
Sure.
Because if people stop wanting to go to the game, then they're not going to eat the dogs.
Well, as I say, I think that the Jays can feed off of the fans. And, it's a tit for tat kind of situation, in my opinion.
I mean, even you look at yesterday, right? Jays fans been waiting all season for Savage to get into his first game. He's there. We're eating 97,000 hot dogs, and he throws no earned runs in his debut for the season?
Savage on the mound, Savage is in the stands. I did some math here, though. 290,073 hot dogs works out to around over 29,000 pounds of hot dogs.
That's so much meat.
14.5 tons worth of hot dogs, if you want to do it like that.
Alleged meat, I should say.
And I know we always laugh about that, and I know there's some people that are sitting in their cars or whatever right now that are like, that's disgusting. That's just overeating, right? Well, to put it in perspective for you, in America, on an average year, they eat 20 billion hot dogs every single year in the United States.
And most of that is just in the month of July.
This is only 0.001%.
A drop in the glizzy bucket.
So, to quote Matthew McConaughey, I say we got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Here's something pretty crazy. In the United States, they are pushing for a new law that requires every new car to have AI technology that constantly monitors its drivers by 2027.
Thank you. I hate it.
So
That's awful.
basically what it's going to be is the AI in your car will determine if you're sober or you're fit to drive, automatically turning off the vehicle if it determines that you're a danger on the road.
There needs to be so many guardrails for this technology before it can get put into place and actually used. I mean, we haven't even figured out fully the AI behind self-driving cars. Like, we're still hearing horror stories about some of those cars. Now you're giving the car the ability to turn it off while I'm behind the wheel?
Well, what if even like, I don't know, you're having a bad day, you're crying in the car and it recognizes that your eyes are red and it's like, this guy's stoned.
Yeah.
Shut off the car in the middle of the highway.
That's just it. Like, what's the time frame that it's going to be able to do this? Is it only when you're starting the car? Is it going to be able to stop it while you're in motion? That sounds dangerous. How is it gauging? Like, is it using like sensors, or like you said, can it see your face?
I guarantee if this actually goes through, you're going to see a huge uptick in like used car sales going through the roof.
Absolutely. It's like when people, when smart TVs came out and they were so expensive that people were like, give me a dumb TV, give me a dumb car. That's all I want.
Well, also just even imagine like showing up late for work and trying to be like, yeah, the AI in my car.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late, boss. My car turned itself off and I had to fight with it for 20 minutes.
That might be the only actual benefit of this, to be honest, thinking about it now.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You want to hear a crazy stat? In the first 3 months of 2026, Coca-Cola made $12.5 billion.
I'm glad you phrased it as Coca-Cola, because if you just had said Coke, that's a completely different headline.
Well, if I'd have just said Coke, I would have been like, man, crazy the prices are down this year. Yeah, they are up 5% share-wise over the first 3 months, despite people complaining about, like, in some places, the Coke cans are getting a little bit smaller. They're obviously doing less, like, marketing. There's no prizes to be won in pop anymore.
Inflation, yeah.
People are still going out and buying Coke by the caseload everywhere across North America.
Dude, even if you go to the convenience store, like a bottle of Coke is almost $4 now.
Dude, I was trying to tell my kids, the school that I went to, like the high school I grew up in Hay River in the territories, had a pop machine in the main concourse area, and a can of pop was $1. Like, I would scrounge $1 every day to go get a pop at lunchtime. And they were just like, you can't get a pop for $1.
There's no more RC Cola machines, is there anymore, eh?
No, they've gone out of their way, but it's like, people just love their Coke. It's one of those things. It's inflation proof is the term.
Well, I think you kind of see that with people in Tim Hortons, right? They always jack up the price of their coffee, but it's one of those things that people are always going to still need their coffee fixed, so they're going to keep going back no matter how much they complain.
Not to try and throw shade at anybody. I don't drink coffee, so I don't have a dog in the fight, but even like Starbucks is crazy pricing. And yet if you drive by a Starbucks or you go and you look inside, it's full. To the walls, to the windows. People are in there spending their hard-earned money on coffee. It's the same as energy drinks. Some of those are getting to be like $5 a can, and yet people will still pull up to the gas station every morning to buy one.
Well, you have to buy two because, like you said, it's $5 a can, but it's 2 for $6, right?
Yeah.
That's how they get you, yeah.
You can get a sick deal as long as you invest long term.
I think there's a lot of things, no matter how much inflation rises, people are going to still buy. I mean, obviously, like groceries, gas, that kind of stuff, but even you see it with cigarettes.
I was just going to say, I can still remember being young and dumb enough to be like telling my friends, we're drinking, we're smoking. Man, these things ever hit $10 a pack. Tell you right now, that'll be the last pack I ever buy. And I think by the time I finally quit, I was up to like $17, $18 or whatever it is. It's like, we just keep coming back. We can't get off of them.
And I know a lot of people will say smokers are stupid for that, but to some of them, it's a necessity. It's like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it doesn't matter how expensive toilet paper is going to get. You're still going to buy it because you need it.
I need that 3-ply in my life.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
No matter how high inflation gets, what's one thing you will always buy, my man?
I'm going to buy condoms, my man. It will always keep me safe.
It's cheaper than the alternative, I guess, eh?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely cheaper.
No kidding. You want to talk about things that went up with inflation? Kids went up with inflation. Buy the condoms, brother.
You can't put a price on safety.
You're not wrong there.
Can I say it's shocking how many people, when asked the question, what is something you will always buy no matter how high the price goes? Multiple people saying peanut butter.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Like, I love me a PB&J, but I don't think I had that on my list. At some point, if the peanut butter gets too expensive, I'm out, you know?
Hear me out. All of you guys that are spending way too much money on peanut butter, what you need to do is you need to start going out for like breakfast once a month to a diner and just stealing all the little peanut butters that they have on every table, and then you stock up enough. I mean, hell, ketchup, whatever condiment, just start doing that. Save yourself some money.
Yeah, you think you're slick, don't you? You see what's happening, though. I went to a breakfast place 2 weeks ago. They don't even have the peanut butter or jam packets on the table anymore.
Really?
You got to tell them what you want, and then they bring you one packet to eat with your toast because people like you stole too much peanut butter.
I don't even think it's people like me. I think inflation is hitting the businesses so hard that they can't put out multiple peanut butters on the table.
We can't afford the tiny jams anymore?
Inflation is affecting stealing too.
Oh, that... My heart breaks.
We do got Tally on the phone. Tally, no matter how high inflation gets, what's one thing you will always buy?
Deodorant.
God bless you. More people need your
Never
commitment.
going away. I always told my boys, you can spend as much of my money as you want if it's toilet paper and deodorant.
Maybe, though, hear me out. Maybe the idea is to strike back against the man. Is if we all stop wearing deodorant, we all stop buying soap, we all stop brushing our teeth, maybe if we all stink, maybe they'll drop the prices. They got to get us buying again somehow, right?
I think I need to cease to exist in a world without deodorant.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I feel like we've talked before that if you could control one species of animal to go to war with, what would it be? And one of the best answers that we got was bees.
Oh, yeah.
Well, check out this headline here. A woman from Massachusetts weaponized a swarm of bees against police trying to carry out an eviction.
Damn, she's protecting the house with bees?
So basically, I guess this lady is known to protest a lot, and they were trying to evict a guy who actually had cancer from his apartment.
Oh.
He couldn't afford to pay the bills. I know, kind of a greasy story,
Awful.
right? So this lady, what she did was she was protesting outside of the building there, and she ended up getting in a physical altercation with the police. She had a jar full of bees where apparently she smashed the lid with her hand and flipped the hives out on the flatbed of a truck.
Amazing.
Unleashing and swarming the bees and stinging everybody there, according to the sheriff.
I mean, this is the sort of thing you hear about in movies and TV shows. That's a real life super hero villain? I'm not sure.
A little column A, column B?
That's a super powered move to be able to just be like, face the bees.
If you think about it, she set up her own sting operation in a sense.
You're way too proud of yourself for that.
She's officially been charged on 4 counts of simple assault and battery and 2 counts of reckless assault as well.
Now, I don't think that's fair. Unless she hit an officer, and listen, I'm not trying to be like anti-cop or anything. Unless she hit a cop with the jar, I don't think she should be charged. The assault was carried out by the bees.
So you're saying when Mr. Burns says unleash the hounds, it's not on him either? Or?
No, it's on the dogs. The dogs are the ones that are doing the biting. The bees are the ones doing the stinging. Those bees gave their lives for that poor person being evicted.
Well, if you had that logic, there wouldn't be an illegal ban on pit bulls in this province, would there?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Did you know that Newcastle, Ontario is considered the BaDPod capital of Canada?
I didn't. I also didn't know what a BaDPod was.
You don't know what a BaDPod is?
I've never heard the term before.
A bushlight apple.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
That's the slang for it. Bushlight recently launched their Bushlight apple a couple of months ago, and they're doing this weird promo where they're trying to call Newcastle the BaDPod capital of Canada.
Okay.
Because it is technically the apple capital of Canada.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I see the tie-in there. That's a natural fit.
And Bushlight is also claiming that Newcastle, as small as it is, buys the most Bushlight in the entire country as well.
So Newcastle knows how to party is what you're saying.
Allegedly.
All right.
Allegedly.
All right.
I was curious, though. I wanted to do some digging on what city in Canada buys the most beer in general. Would you like to take a guess on what city?
I mean, maybe this is just like stereotypes, but like Montreal feels like it would be a good fit.
It is in the top 5.
Yeah, okay. God, I mean, I'll just knock them off because they're the biggest. Is it Vancouver or Toronto?
Surprisingly, no.
Really? I'm just going to like big cities. Winnipeg. A lot of people drink in Winnipeg.
Well, you should drink in Winnipeg because it's boring.
That's good. I didn't want to say it, but you're right.
But the number one city in Canada who buys the most beer is St. John's, Newfoundland.
You know what? Should have thought of the Maritimes. Should have gone east.
Apparently, St. John's has the highest concentration of bars in the country per capita in general.
Unsurprising statistic. I am much less surprised to find out that than the BaDPod statistic.
I am surprised that you didn't guess any of the territories because second after St. John's, it does go the Yukon. Apparently, in that territory, they drink 128 liters annually of beer.
See, I didn't think of the territories because so many places in NWT where I'm from are dry that I just assumed we were out of the running.
Now, we figured out the BaDPod capital.
Yeah.
We figured out the most beer capital of Canada. I was wondering, what is the DUI capital of Canada?
Which part of Canada is buying the beers and making bad decisions?
And if you're going to guess St. John's, you would be wrong.
I feel like, and maybe this is just from time spent, but I always heard a lot about DUIs living in Saskatchewan.
No, apparently, Charlottetown, PEI.
Really?
The whole province of PEI has over 500 incidents per 100,000 population.
Damn, they're leading the league in DUIs per capita.
Yeah.
Not the sort of stat you put on the welcome to town sign.
Just a proof that people in small towns really don't got much to do.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I believe that this could be the most soul healing impressions game that we've done in a long time because we've all been that kid that does the arm pump when a big truck goes by and says, "Give us the horn."
We are just two kids standing on the side of the road, and we need you to honk your big rig horn here this morning. If you're not one of our big rig drivers, that does make you a judge here this morning. 762-555. All right, you want to get into some horns here?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we'll start off with
10-4, I should say.
Yeah. I believe this is Sean. I like the fade out as it's driving by, but it almost sounded like when the dentist tells you to like open your mouth wider and you're like, ah. We got another one here.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and here's my big horn.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's a little. That's what the first guy was trying to do, but he did it better. Yeah.
The Doppler effect. No, that's really good. That's a leader for me right now.
We got Josh here. A little more womp womp.
Womp womp.
Okay. We got a few more here.
Here's a big rig.
That's me if tequila gets involved.
Dude, that's Cookie Monster. All right, we'll do a couple more here. No name on this one.
I currently drive a big rig, and I will let you know that if you get a pump of an arm from a child, you drain those air tanks.
That truck horn is going through an existential crisis.
Not an accurate impression, but the most effort we've got so far this morning, I will say. And he's a big rig driver.
Honestly, if anybody knows, he would know.
Do I even play the last one, or do we just give it to this guy?
You know, sometimes we're looking for like the most accurate, the most bang on, but also sometimes I feel like effort has to be rewarded. I don't know what the last one you have queued up is, but it's not going to be more effort than that.
Yeah, there's a few more coming in right now, but I don't think anybody could beat that. It's not the best impression, but maximum effort achieved here this morning.
Entertainment value is always something we hold dear. We've always said that. If you can make us laugh, you've got a good chance to win.
He gets the ding and the round of applause. Did not put his name on it, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
You're our big rig horn of the morning.
I don't like that.
Neither did I. I regretted saying it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
All right, let's get weird. 762-555. First one in says, would you rather only be able to listen to one song for the rest of your life or only be able to eat one type of food for the rest of your life?
I would say probably one type of food leaves it open, right? Because like, what's your definition of a type of food? Is it like Chinese food, Italian food, that sort of thing? Or is it like specific?
I think you got to say like one food item, you know?
You know what though? Even then, I've said it before. If you tell me I can only eat pizza for the rest of my life, I'll never be bored of pizza. You can always change up how you make it, what's on it, that sort of thing. Dude, one song, I can't listen for one song for a day. Never mind the rest of my life.
So basically picking the one song would be like listening to the radio.
Yeah, well.
Heyo.
According to the text line.
Another one we got here says, would you rather know how many spiders are in your house at all times or one day find them all accumulated in one spot?
Ooh.
I think I'd rather know how many spiders, but not see them. You know, some things are better left unseen.
Sure, but that one day, because you know how it is with spiders, like when they give birth, right? It's not just like +1 to the ticker.
Sure.
Imagine having a ticker somewhere in your house that it's like, hey, there are 12 spiders in the house. And you wake up and you come downstairs one morning and it's like, hey, there are 463 spiders in the house. You'd burn the house down and you'd move.
I mean, seeing them all at once would make me freak out. At least if it's like, they're just here or whatever.
Nah, listen, they're all in one place. That's your opportunity, brother. You get a big old blanket and have a grape stomping party.
That ain't working. That ain't working. It's like knowing that you're overweight and just not stepping on the scale, you know? Like, would you rather have dog paws or pig hooves?
Oh.
Dog paws, I think.
They smell nice.
They do smell like Doritos.
I feel like pig hooves, they're just like clunky. I feel like dogs can do more with their paws, but I'm not an expert.
Pig hooves just feel like having like giant cankles without the foot, you know?
Yeah. Like I just feel like, they're not the most mobile creatures, where if you had dog paws, at least you could do something with them.
Although, if you got stranded on an island and you needed to eat something, pig's feet are pretty good.
I do not agree with that in the slightest.
Would you rather suck on a 9-volt battery for a year or walk with a piece of glass in your foot for a week?
Oh. I mean, do I have to, is it 24/7, 365 for the battery?
Yeah. I mean, the glass one, it seems like, after a few days, it's like if you get something in your foot, it kind of climatizes to it a little bit.
I'd be worried about an infection for having a piece of glass in your foot.
Oh, it's going to get infected.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, give me the discomfort of the battery. I don't want to lose my feet.
You know what you could do with the battery, too, because he didn't say. Dead battery.
Yeah, that's just
dead
it.
battery.
Even if it doesn't start dead, at some point of constantly being in contact, it's going to die.
All right, final one we'll do here. Would you rather have to sleep in the same bed as your mother for the next 20 years or the same bed as your neighbor for the next 20 years?
I mean, I try not to know my neighbors, so I guess I'll take my mom.
I think there's some people that are already sleeping with their neighbors.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.